Hey guys, how's it going? I called this meeting today to go over a few different things about work and some feedback I've been getting. Excuse me. Now, I don't want anyone to worry because no one here is in trouble. That being said, I've got some voicemails here I'd like to play to sort of get the ball rolling. That being said, here's the first one.
Hi, Nick. This is Jim, and I attended the charity function at the Townsend Hotel the other day. And when I pulled up to the hotel, the event was about to start in a few minutes, so I wanted to get in pretty quick. Unfortunately, your valets were not attentive and were visibly upset when I called for their attention after waiting for a few minutes already. When I left, the valets were once again sitting around not looking for customers, and I handed one of them my card. He walked to get my car, and he was gone for 10 minutes before coming back saying he couldn't find it. Then he got into an argument with the person who originally parked it, saying he wrote the location wrong, and then 20 minutes later, after waiting, the car pulled up way faster than I was comfortable with. I gave him $2 anyway. After all that, the valet didn't close my door or my wife's. I was really disappointed with my service, and I will self-park next time.
Now, I know customers can overreact, and I get that, but I called Jim back, and his story matched up. I don't want you all to get down, though, because this next voicemail is about as good as it gets.
Hi, Nick. This is Lou, and I recently had the pleasure of parking with in-house valets at Townsend Hotel. Right when we got there, your valets opened both my door as well as my partner and greeted us really pleasantly. He even escorted us to the front door and was just a really classy guy. When we stepped out of the door, he immediately asked if we needed help and took our ticket. This guy sprinted to get our car and pulled up in less than 2 minutes, even though I assumed the car was pretty far away. He once again opened both doors, so I'm really sorry I only gave him $5. He deserved a lot more, but that's all I had. Next time, though, when I'm using your company services, I'm going to make sure to bring quite a few dollars because you guys are really great. Thank you.
So, as you can see, there's definitely some work that's been above average and some that's been below. Imagine if you decide to take your wife or girlfriend out for a special night and the valet guy is rude, slow, and all around bad at his job. Not only does that make him look bad, it makes the company look bad, and who knows, your date might even be so frustrated and tired by the end of it all that you don't even get that goodnight smooch. That being said, the purpose for me talking to you all today is to call attention to the quality of work and customer service we've all been putting out there. Some of the effort around here has definitely been below the company standards and your guys' abilities because I've seen how well things can go when you're all working hard. I'm going to start by going through the correct step-by-step way to go about helping a customer. Next, I'm going to tell everyone about some of the problems we have been seeing as a result of bad customer service and poor effort. Finally, I'm going to talk about what can happen if this improves. I'll give you a hint. It means more money for everybody. Alright, let's start off with the correct way to go about helping the customer. We always get the ladies' door first, even if they aren't driving. Then we hustle over to the driver's side and get that door. We greet the customer with a smile and give him or her his part of the ticket. Next, hop in the car and try to find the closest spot, but make sure you drive and park carefully. The last thing we need is damage to a car. After you park the car, make sure you fill out the ticket correctly to avoid any confusion when picking up the car next. Put the make here, the color here, and the specific location here. All of this is so important because any mistakes and the next guy can't find the car and the customers are waiting way too long. So once you do all that, hustle back so you can help another customer or just man the valet booth. Always keep an eye on the hotel doors to see if a customer wants to leave so they don't wait too long. Once you see someone who needs help, run over to the big board, find their keys, and get moving. The faster you move, the less they wait. Finally, drive back quickly but carefully and open the ladies' door first and wish the customers a safe trip home. If the customer is so inclined to tip, don't look at it or react in any way besides thanking him or her gratefully. Alright, now that we went back over how to best do our jobs, let's go over what happens when we don't. As you already know from the voicemails I played, bad service leads to unhappy customers. And, as we probably all know, unhappy customers means less tips, which, to be frank, sucks. On top of the money we miss out on when we don't work hard or carefully, Sometimes cars get damaged. I brought a couple of pictures of cars that have been damaged over the past few months. This first picture is of the bumper of a Mercedes-Benz that was damaged when backing out of a spot. The second is the result of someone scraping the side door of the parking garage when not being careful. Think about it this way. What if this was your car? How ticked off would you be? The answer? Very. Finally, even though problems have occurred in the past, let's see what happens when we work harder. I actually looked at the past 2 R&D charity functions we all worked, and I could tell one day we put forth way more effort than the other. We, strangely enough, had the same number of cars each day, and on the day we all busted our butts, we earned $100 more in tips. That's almost $10 per person. So, as you can tell, if we work harder to make the customers happy, we ourselves start to pull in more money. On top of that, as you heard in the voicemails, we can either lose or gain customers by showing them how hard we work. The more customers that decide to park with us means more tip money for everybody. In that same respect, if we lose customers, we can also lose clients. I remember how I got this client at the Townsend Hotel in the first place. We got really positive reviews from customers at the Big Rock Cafe, where, as you know, we have another service. As a result, they told the Townsend Hotel, and voila, we are all here today. So better work equals more clients, which means more opportunities for you all to work and make more money. The last benefit of better customer service is personal satisfaction. I don't know about you, but when I hear things like that second voicemail, I feel darn good about myself. Knowing I made someone's day really makes me feel a lot better about what I do. So, we talked about how to do what we do effectively, what happens when we don't, and the awesome things that can happen when we do. Check this out. This is pretty nice, isn't it? Walking home at the end of the day with extra cash tips sure is nice, especially since the $3 an hour doesn't do much on its own. That sure makes pleasing the customer seem that much more important. So, imagine this. Satisfied customer after satisfied customer handing out 5s, 10s, even 20s as they leave. You feel good, your bank account feels good, and In-House Valet continues to succeed. So go out there and do the amazing job I know you're all capable of.